Hey guys, so today I figured I would do like a little get ready with me and show you all the products I like to use right now. I pretty much do the same look every single day, alternating some products, but it ultimately looks the same every single day. So I thought I'd show you guys, and this is like very easy, well, easy in my eyes. Just takes me probably 20 minutes, which is pretty good for me. Every day I wear it to work. If I put makeup on to go somewhere, I wear it. Sometimes I'll put on some eyeshadow, but it's very rare for me to do that. And I figured I'd show you guys. This is a really good look for like moms like me who don't have a whole lot of time. So I'll show you guys the products I like to use to kind of make it a little bit easier for me to get ready in the morning, because it is not very easy to get ready in the morning with a toddler. Let me tell you, it is very difficult. And don't ask me why I don't wake up for her. That would be a lot easier, but you know, I just can't get up. I can't get up. And I like to enjoy my coffee, and that's like my me time. So, yeah. So I just, suffer through it. So don't feel bad for me because I do it to myself. All right. So I'm just going to pull my hair back. Hair's a little wet, but I'm just wearing like a little, this is like my favorite Adidas pullover sweatshirt. So usually I'll start with foundation. I do use foundation. I love this. I've mentioned this multiple times on my channel. I've repurchased it multiple times. I'm almost out, so I really need to get another one. I do really like it. It's just so expensive. It's like $40. And if you use it every day, it's kind of like pricey. So I feel like I need to be up more. Pause. Okay, so like I said, I like that CC cream, but I also do love put my sleeves up, these two, and this one is okay. Like, I kind of prefer to mix them together because I don't love them by themselves. I like this one better by itself than this one because this one's a little drying. So you know what, first I'm gonna do this, spray some of this Cucumber Wet n Wild, another favorite, just to refresh my face because it's been a while. So I like to mix these two. I always mix foundations. I've always done that. Sorry, there's like someone walking. But the color I use in this is F6, and it's probably a little bit dark for me right now. But you know what, we're just gonna work with it. It's fine. And then this is the lightest shade. And this one, this is fair, and it's that color. So the shades are not good for this one. I actually can use this with my tan. So it's really not good. But yeah, so if you're wanting to try that foundation and you're really fair like me, just beware. But I just kind of spread it around my face with my finger. So today I'm going to use my sponge to blend it out. Sometimes I use a brush, sometimes I use a sponge, but just depends. Kind of gives the same effect. So I just blended out my foundation. Oh my gosh, my hair is just nuts. I put some stuff in it, and I kind of wonder if it's why it's like making it look weird. But I just blended it out, and one trick is to like lift up your hair right here, because I did not used to do that. Now I do it, but to get like right in there, because girl, you do not want that line. But yeah, I just blend out all of that. You can still kind of see my acne spots, which I'll cover that in a minute. I'll show you what concealer I like to use for that. But after I do foundation, I like to do brows. Okay guys, sorry, I had to go fix my hair because it was just not looking the best. But for brows, I used the Natural Taupe Milani pomade. And guys, this is not my favorite, but I mean, it works. Like my eyebrows, like I was saying, my brows end up looking pretty good, but it's just the process. They take a little long. So they're not my favorite, or this product's not my favorite. I like this little mirror, by the way. Sorry if I'm like blinding you, but oops. I hope I didn't shake the camera. But I just used this Anastasia. I've had it forever. It's the brow and the spoolie. And I just, I brush my eyebrows down first just to kind of shape them with the pomade. But it's a good product. It's just not my favorite. Before this, I was using a pencil, and I do like the pomade. I like both, but I think I would just really want to try like a different pomade because this one's a little dry. Kind of just have to work with it pretty quick. So I wouldn't like necessarily recommend it, but it works okay. I don't want to like blind y'all.
Open up, shut it down like a Macintosh. Open up, open.
So I just finished my brows. I just make sure I spoolie them, get them to look as natural as possible. Obviously, it's a transformation with these brows, but I do like to have, you know, my brows pretty, not dark. I mean, they're pretty dark, but not super dark, you know. So I do that, and then what else do I do? Concealer. So so after I do my brows, I like to shape them and then do my like under eye concealer and spot concealing and stuff like that. So I usually do this Fit Me one because the color's good, kind of matches my foundation. After that, I just go over it with my my blender and just make sure it's all blended. And then I just set it with some eyebrow gel. This is the Anastasia one. I've had this forever too. It's probably expired, but it's fine. Sorry if you can hear them. I told them I was finishing up a video and it's like they become louder. So I just use that same concealer. This one is kind of pinky. So I like to put something a little bit more brighter on my inner corner. I just like to look more awake and bright and fresh. I don't really do dark eyes anymore, unless it's like a special occasion or something, but still I always make sure like I'm, you know, pretty bright. But I just take my sponge again and I just blend it out.
Open up, you OPN, bitch, you won't BBM. We should be closer than friends.
It's fine. So after that, I take my favorite powder. I love this powder. It's the Fit Me Maybelline, and I'm in the lightest shade Fair. And this powder is so good, and it's $5. I like this one and the Airspun one too. I love the Laura Mercier one, but it is very expensive. So if you want to, you know, if you don't want to spend too much money on makeup, this is really good. I'm like a drugstore queen. I love drugstore makeup. I didn't used to be like that. I kind of used to splurge on makeup, but now obviously it's a little different. I'm not just buying for myself anymore. So I kind of just work with, you know, like I try and just find things that are good, but also like that are a bargain. So I'm a bargain shopper for sure. But I kind of just do it all around my face. I don't do like a ton of powder on the rest of my face just because I tend to look a little powdery when I do that. So I just kind of do mostly like my under eyes. And then whatever's left, I just kind of powder it all around. And then I kind of let that sit for a minute. And I'm telling you guys, all that I do for my eyes is I just curl them and put mascara, and that is it. And the mascara that I love to use is this Essence Lash Princess, and they have a couple different colors and kinds in this mascara, but I like the green one. The purple one's good too, but I feel like this one works a little bit better. You'll see my lashes after I do it. They're amazing. And I also use a lash serum, so that helps a lot. I use that at night, but this really, really works well if you want something that's gonna give you a lot of volume and length. And it's at the drugstore. It's Essence, so it's like, I think it's $5. So it's a really good deal. Like I said, it literally looks like you have fake eyelashes, and I'm gonna do a second coat because I like a lot of mascara. You can just leave it here if you don't like a ton of mascara, but I do. So next I do, well actually before that, I just take like a little powder brush like this and just kind of blend out that powder that I kind of let bake for a little bit. Sometimes I forget to do this step. It ends up looking fine, but. And then my favorite part, bronzer. This is my favorite bronzer. If you're looking for a bronzer at the drugstore, get this one. I'm sure a lot of you know about this one, but it's the color Sunkissed. I know they have like a couple different colors, but this is my favorite color. It's pretty warm, so if you don't love warm tone bronzers, I wouldn't see, it's pretty warm. So, but it works good for me. I like more of like a warm tone bronzer. And I like to use this duo fiber. This is a Morphe M406. And I like to use a duo fiber because I feel like it diffuses the color a lot better than a more stiff kind of powder brush. I used to use one of those brushes. This is what I used to use for my cheeks. And it works pretty good, but I kind of just, I'm liking this right now. So I feel like it really diffuses the color well. And then I'll take that other brush and do my forehead because I like a lot of bronzer on my forehead. I kind of just do it around. So, like I was saying, I like a lot of bronzer on my forehead, so I just make sure I, cover the forehead with bronzer. And this kind of like helps if you have a big forehead like me, kind of helps shorten your forehead a little bit. So I also do my chin to kind of even everything out. And then I do my neck. Just make sure everything kind of matches. And I also like to bronze my nose. I know it's kind of weird, but I like to contour my nose too, so the bronzer kind of breaks it up a little bit. And kind of just blend everything together. So for contour, I like to use this, it's not my favorite, but I'm kind of just using it up. But I like the color of the contour shade. I mean, it works pretty good. It's pointless to get, because I don't ever use these two colors on the side. But the contour brush I use is the Morphe M523, kind of like a flat paddle type. And I just kind of contour my cheeks. I feel like I just prefer to have a nice complexion than a lot of eyeshadow, just because it takes me longer to do eyeshadow. So I just make sure that I have long, full eyelashes and a nice complexion, and I feel like that's my go-to. And I do my chin too. This kind of helps make it look a little thinner and more structured. And then, like I said, I like to contour my nose a little bit, so I'll pinch this and I'll just kind of go to the sides. I'll just do a little bit. And then I also like to do underneath my lip. And if the contour is kind of looking a little too much, I'll take like a little brush like this and I'll just go over. Sometimes I use this brush for foundation too. I like this brush. This is the Real Techniques sculpting brush, but it's good for foundation. You can use whatever brush for whatever. But next, so sometimes I'll like do the powder and shape out my contour, but I think it looks fine today. It looks pretty good. It's not too choppy or anything. Like this is what happens to me when I don't have anywhere to go and my makeup looks so good. I'm like, what the heck? And then when I have somewhere to go, my makeup looks like crap. Always happens to me. But next is blush. I love blush. I love a good rosy cheek. That's just, I always like blush. But these are awesome. So if you want to try a cream blush, these are really good and inexpensive. They're the NYX Sticks blush. You can get them at Ulta, but it's a cream blush in a stick. And if you have like a buffing brush like this, you can just kind of take it like that. It's probably not the most cleanest way to do it, but I mean, I kind of am nervous to do it like that. You could and use your fingers, but I like kind of prefer to use a brush. But I kind of just stipple it on, and it is such a pretty color. This color is in 25.8, and I think these are $7.99. These little cream blushes, and I got mine at Ulta, so I'm pretty sure all Ultas have it. But I know online does too, so if you can't find it in store. But I feel like this kind of helps break up the powderiness of my face, because I do use a lot of powders, like my bronzer, my translucent powder, my contour. So I feel like this kind of breaks it up and makes it a little bit more natural. Then I'll just take my sponge again and just go over that and just make sure it's pretty seamless. And sometimes I'll set it with a powder, but it stays pretty good, so I'm not gonna set it today. And I just feel like it really brightens up my face. I love blush so much. And I use a couple different highlighters. I'm trying to decide what I want to use today. I may use this. I haven't used this in a while. This is the Carly Bible palette. This came out forever ago, but I still love to use it. But obviously I love these two colors. But I'm gonna mix these. I forget how these work. Obviously they work good, but I mean, I've had it for a while, so I don't know. Let's just see. Oh, yep, still popping. It is so pretty. But yes, I love to have a good highlight too. I never go without a highlight. I think it really completes my personal look, because I am so like minimal on my eyes that I feel like this kind of helps my makeup look more put together, I guess you could say. And I like to do my nose. I know a lot of people don't like to do that, and I know a lot of people don't like to do their upper lip, but I like to do it. So, and those are the only places I really highlight. I don't do my forehead. I used to do my forehead for some reason. I'm like, this is making my forehead look bigger. I do not need to do this. But I actually used to use like lower lash mascara, but lately for like the past month, I've been loving to not do lower lash. Except if I'm doing a lot of eyeshadow, I do lower lash just because I feel like it finishes off the look. But right now I'm gonna do my second coat of mascara, and I'll show you my lips. So I cleaned up my lids, just put some concealer and stuff to kind of cover where it was I cleaned it off and it made it all weird. So now I forgot to show you a step. I take my Jaclyn Hill. This is honestly disgusting, this palette. I want to get a new palette, like a new everyday that's not so big. I love the Jaclyn Hill, but I only use like a couple colors in it when I do eyeshadow, so it's like pointless to have it. But I take the second shade. It's just like the little pearlescent kind of shimmery champagne color, and I highlight my brow bone. Like, this is like one of my favorite things to do in my makeup look, because I feel like it really brightens it up. And then I just take my ring finger and just do my inner corner as well. So to complete this everyday look, I'm gonna do my lips. So I'm gonna take my little paper towel and get any makeup off. So I would usually use this after my makeup, but I'm literally not going anywhere, so I don't need this to last me all night. So I'm gonna show you what I would use on my lips. So I keep this little bag in my purse, and I just pick which color I like. But I'll show you one of my favorite, just go to. So these two I like to do if I want my lips to like last really long. These are the Kylie, these are the velvet ones in Charm and Commando. But on a day-to-day, I'll just do like a lip liner and a gloss. Honestly, that's just like my go-to. I love the butter glosses. These are my favorite, and they're like $5 at Ulta. But I'll show you, I'll just show you with this color. But my favorite color is the tiramisu one. This is just a good like nude color. And then I take one of my lip liners. I don't really have a preference. This one is in Whirl by MAC, and I just line my lips. I always line my lips. That's like, I can't like not wear lips without lining them, you know, or like wear lipstick or lip gloss. And I slightly overline too. So I'm gonna take the lip gloss and just, I need a new one. I'm running out. And it really just gives me like a nice mauvey pink lip, which I feel like I like a little bit better than a nude, because it kind of, I feel like it makes my lips look a little fuller. And sometimes I'll take this if I'm feeling like I want to be extra glowy. This is the Wet n Wild loose highlighting powder in Written in the Stars. And I want to try some more of the colors, but it's kind of like a pearlescent pinkish loose highlighter. It's really pretty. And I just like hit it right, like just a tiny bit right here, tiny bit on my nose, and then I'll like do a tiny bit on where I put like the color on my eyes, and it really brightens it up. Like, I'll probably take this on my honeymoon because I feel like it makes me look extra glowy. But yeah, so that is like my everyday easy. Obviously it took me a little longer because I was doing it on camera for y'all, but it turned out actually really good because I had time to do it. Riley's watching Freya, so sometimes it takes me, it'll have to take me like 10 minutes, sometimes it takes me 20 minutes, but usually Freya does not let me get ready in the morning. So make sure I don't have anything in my teeth, but yeah, so this is what I wear every single day when I have makeup. I don't wear makeup every single day. Let's be real, I don't. You saw him in the vlog. that I posted last week. But when I do wear makeup, this is it. I feel like the minimal, the better on my skin and on my face, because I just don't like to have a lot of dark colors on my eyes. If I do eyeshadow, I do like a color that'll like brighten up my eyes. Like, I'll show you the color I like to use in the Jaclyn Hill. Like, I'll do this on my lid, and then I'll like blend it out with these in my crease. So it's like very, it's not dark at all. And then if I do eyeliner, I'll just do like a small little wing. But that's pretty much it. That is my everyday makeup. So that is it for my everyday makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want me to do more makeup videos, I don't really change it up a lot. So, I mean, I could do like my favorite products, or, I don't know. Just let me know if you want me to do more makeup videos, because I still enjoy makeup. I don't have time to do all out looks anymore. If you're a mom, you understand. But yeah, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you have any video suggestions, if you prefer vlogs or if you prefer sit down videos. I can do different kind of sit down videos that aren't makeup videos. Just whatever you guys are interested in watching, let me know, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.